Guys, I got breaking news. I wouldn't normally do this on my vacation, but when I was a kid, one of my favorite presidential candidates, well, anyway, has passed away at the age of 89. Ross Perot, I just found out, has kicked the bucket. Now, Leonard Washington says on Twitter that this is another Hillary Clinton body count. Shut up. Ross Perot was a true American patriot. He was a self-made billionaire, okay? Self-made billionaire. He borrowed $1,000 from his wife, I think. Took a $1,000 loan from his wife. Started his own electronic processing company, and it went big. Sold processors to GM. By the age of 50, he was worth $760 million. So he was a self-made billionaire. His company took off very big. That's how he, got rich. He was a Texan. He was I'm not going to go much about conservative, liberal, whatever, but he was he loved his country. He was a patriot. He was one of the candidates that were not part of the establishment. George Bush, the first George Bush, the one who's dead, blamed Ross Perot for losing the election in 96. Was it 96? No, 92. That's what it was. 92. 92 is when Ross Perot ran the first time. 96 he ran again. So it was George Bush. He lost the election in 92 to Bill Clinton. And George Bush I'm talking George Bush Sr., he blamed Ross Perot because Ross Perot got almost 19% of the vote. As a third-party candidate, that's like the most a third-party candidate has ever gotten in like American history. So, people loved him. He was not part of the establishment. He was a smart motherfucker. Okay, this guy said that NAFTA would, if passed, we got to stop sending jobs overseas. It's going to kill the economy. And that's exactly what happened. The guy was a fucking genius. I'm telling you that right now. Ross Perot was not stupid. He was a patriot. I'm in the Philippines. Tomorrow's my last full day on vacation. So I want to give a special salute to the good patriot Ross Perot. He was a man. He was a patriot. Absolutely. He did something with the Vietnam vets to make sure that better conditions for veterans. Something he did. I don't know. He received some kind of reward. I'm not exactly sure what it was, but he ended up selling his shares to GM for $2.5 billion. He was one of the highest stockholders of GM shares in the history of the company. The guy was a fucking genius, I'm telling you, man. Anyway, Ross Perot, I send my condolences to his family. I salute you, sir. You are a true American patriot. The guy was a genius, I'm telling you. He maybe was an Einstein, but he was a genius. What he said about Bill Clinton, passing NAFTA, he said that was going to happen. And guess what? Bill Clinton passed NAFTA. Yeah, free trade, fuck that. And that's why jobs are going overseas. It slowly deteriorated over time. When Donald Trump got into office, he came up with new trade plans for China. The economy is in the best shape it's ever been in right now. We got the lowest unemployment right now. for African Americans. We got the lowest unemployment ever. Welfare is at a 20-year low right now. Okay? What did Obama do? He made sure that guys got in the women's bathroom. And he hung the gay flag. What did Donald Trump do? He fixed the economy. He's making peace with nations we thought we'd never go to peace with. Oh yeah, if Hillary Clinton won, we'd be at nuclear war right now with North Korea. Ross Perot, enough about Donald Trump. I'm talking about Ross Perot. Ross Perot, if he became president, our economy would have been thriving. The guy was a genius. You know, these stupid liberals, they say, well, we don't want, somebody running the country like they run their business. Really? Donald Trump, another self-made billionaire. Obviously he's successful. I want somebody in the office who's going to run the country like a self-made billionaire. That's the kind of person I want in office. I wanted Ross Perot in office. 92, I was only like 9 years old. I was born in 82, so I was only 9 years old at that time, so I didn't understand, the whole shit at that time, But now I'm older, I understand it, I didn't understand that politics and shit when I was 9 years old. I don't expect a 9-year-old to, to understand that shit. I mean, back when I think I was in 4th grade during the 92 election, and at the time I supported Bill Clinton. And I can't remember why. I was 9 years old. I didn't know. I remember when I was in 4th grade, there was like 30 people in my classroom, and the teacher wanted to raise their hands. Who wants George Bush to be president? And like 20 people in the room raised their hand because they wanted George Bush to be reelected. Probably because of, the Gulf War. I don't know. There was a few people in the room that raised their hand for Ross Perot. And there was me and 3 people in the room that raised their hand for Bill Clinton. And I was one of them. Why did I want Bill Clinton as president back in 92 when I was only 9 years old? I don't know. I was young, I was stupid, I didn't understand that shit. I don't know, I don't remember why. Maybe it's because Bill Clinton was a people person at the time. He was one of the presidents that came out and, shook hands with people and against the Secret Service's wishes, and, and he got reelected in 96 because he was kind of a people person. But, the guy was... But anyway, Perot, he ran again in 96. He lost both times, but if I was old enough to vote back then, I would have voted for Ross Perot. I voted in my first election in 2000. I voted for Al Gore. Stupid. I voted for Democrats, I know. Like I said, I was stupid back then. I believed in Al Gore. But if I was old enough to vote back then, I would have voted for Ross Perot. Anyway, rest in peace to the good patriot Ross Perot. Took time out of my vacation to give this patriot condolences. Unlike a fake patriot named Preston. This patriot deserves my condolences. And he didn't even serve in the war. I salute you, Ross Perot. God rest your soul.